Hi, everyone. Hope you're mentally well and physically well. Um, if this is your third or fourth time back, you might as well subscribe. Um, like the video if you want to see more of my videos in your algorithm. Okay, this video is basically about a ethno nationalist basically who says he won't let his white daughter date black um or foreign savages. Yeah, at the moment there's beef going on between the different nationalists. There's nationalists who want illegal immigrants out and Muslims out, legal or illegal. But the civ nationalists amongst themselves have differences. Some want all illegal immigrants out, which is understandable. It's not a problem with people coming to the country illegally, but well, it's understandable, but then again, if you don't want Syrians in, stop bombing in Syria. If you don't want, Libyans in, stop bombing Libya. If you don't want, Iraqis in, stop bombing Iraq. So, like, there's some valid reasons of not wanting the country, of wanting immigrants on, but it's not valid if you're bombing their countries. Okay, um, and also, yeah, then you've got ethno nationalists who basically want what is it? They don't want everyone out who's not white. So basically, yeah, anyone who's not white they want out, which is ludicrous and rubbish because first of all, most a lot of Caribbeans here are here and Asians are here because England begged them to come to this country after the Second World War because they wanted them to rebuild the country. So the reason when people say go back home, all this stuff, most Jamaicans are here and Asians are here. Well, some Jamaicans and Asians were already here because they were in the country already and they fought in World War. What is it? Two, I'm saying and so forth, and they've been here and they've had kids here. So and they're just as British as any white person born here. Because I mean, definitely their kids were born here, bred here, and raised here. So like this is their home and so forth. Yeah, and as for other Jamaican stuff, they were practically begged to come from Caribbean and from the Asia, different Asian countries to come and rebuild the country. So you don't have the right to use them like slaves or servants. They come rebuild the country, and then what you send them back after you use them? Nah, they've been here since then. They've had kids that are born and bred here, and they know this place. Um, it's the most well-known place to them than any other place. This is their home. So that's ridiculous, and you're never gonna be able to implement this in London because you won't just be fighting black and ethnic people, you'll be fighting white people. Because white people that are raised in London, basically, they don't have the same mindset as white people outside of London because uh, they mix with all different colors, all different ethnicities, and even different types of whites from Eastern European and so. Anyway, let's take a trip into this guy's mind.
Support you. It's not gonna change my opinion.
So you've got three daughters.
Yep,
If one of them fell in love with a black man, what would you do?
they've been told not to. They know very much the risks that comes with it. They know my opinions on this, and they will not do so.
But you can't help who you fall in love with.
But you can very much guide your children to stay away from foreign savages.
But if they
Foreign
didn't and they
savages. Foreign savages. Which type of person? only a person who's never been around other ethnicities can call people savages, because of their skin color, or because they're from another savages. So the white criminals in London who vastly do child porn more than do child porn, yeah, they're not savages because they have white skin. But the immigrants from other countries that don't are not involved in child porn and all this kind of stuff, they're savages. And I don't believe white people do child porn or white people's skin makes them any lesser human beings than anyone else. But to call someone savages because they got different types of skin. And look, if you go to the so-called third world countries, when it comes to family, better. They're better. When it comes to respecting the old, they're better. In people in Africa and Asians and this that they would never, no matter how much money they had or whatever, they would never put their something that is socially acceptable in England of putting your old people into homes and letting strangers look after you. And even though these strangers work hard and stuff like that, but they would never. It would be immoral. It would be a major sin to put and disrespect to put your parents, in an old people's home and not look after them in their old age. But they're savages. Savages. Let's hear him say it again. This guy never lived in London. He'd never. A person like this would never. He would never be brave enough to say this in London. That's how I know he doesn't know any. He lives in some village somewhere with no ethnic people.
Deport. It's not going to change. You could give me £1 million, I'm still deport you. It's not going to change my opinion.
So you've got 3 daughters.
Yep.
If one of them fell in love with a black man, what would you do?
They've been told not to. They know very much the risks that comes with it. They know my opinions on this, and they will not do so.
But you can't help who you fall in love with.
But you can very much guide your children to stay away from foreign savages.
But if they didn't and they accidentally fell in love with a black man...
I want this clip to go around to all the hoods, bruv. I want this clip to go over. Guys, yeah, I want to spread this clip as far as you want, man. We're going to make this guy viral. I want this to go around to all the hoods, all the gangbangers. I want this to go around to all the criminals. I want them to see this guy's face. This guy should be, I'm telling you, this guy to walk around black savages. Cool, I want you to come out of your village. I want you to come. I want you to walk around. You're gonna become famous, man. Trust me. You're gonna have to carry the weight of your words, because you little racist bloody tractor boy coming from your village. And I got nothing wrong against villages and stuff like that and so forth. I can imagine that people from villages are very nice and courteous and stuff, but the racist bums like you that don't know, that look at people's skin and think you're superior to them. And you can say you don't think you're superior to them or whatever. You do. The fact you call them black, and then you mention foreign savages and stuff like that. And you see all blacks as savages because you said that he mentioned if she met a black guy, you don't care if he's black and he was born here and he's black or he's from another country. You still see them both as savages because you want them out the country. Anyway, the point is this, yeah. You're gonna carry the weight of your words, mate. Guys, share this clip, to all the hoods, all the gangs, all the bloody criminals. I want them to see this face. You know what I'm saying? Because I would, a man, a man should be able to walk around here, look like thinking that other people are okay. If you, like thinking people are savages because of the skin color of their skin, cool. Let's see if you're brave enough to come to do talks in London, in public. Yeah, yeah. You got the freedom. You got the freedom. You got the freedom to speak your mind. And you got the freedom to, and people got the freedom to react how they want. Let's cool. Do you want to play by these rules? Yeah. And look, if black people, if you get attacked by black people, yeah, um, for speaking your racist mind, then at the end of the day, then you're right. We're savages, then, ain't it? We're savages. So we acted like savages. So cool, cool. So, like savages. If you get, you have the freedom to speak your mind, and people got the freedom to react how they want.
They know very much the risks that comes with it. They know if you got to go.
Would you sign it at the bottom and send him a picture of your legs?
I'd say, Steve Laws said you're deported. Goodbye.
Not even a thanks for saving my legs.
Oh, if it's the person who saved my legs, well, thanks for the legs, deport. It's not going to change. You could give me £1 million, I'm still deport you. It's not going to change my opinion.
So you've got 3 daughters.
Yep.
If one of them fell in love with a black man, what would you do?
They've been told not to. They know very much the risks that comes with it. They know my opinions on this, and they will not do so.
But you can't help who you fall in love with.
But you can very much guide your children to stay away from foreign savages.
But if they didn't and they accidentally fell in love with a black man, would you disown your own children?
I would not let it happen. I'd go around and make sure that did not happen.
But if they, love is a whole different. There's going.
He said he'll go round, so he's even talking about violence. He said he'd go round and make sure it didn't happen. And you know what I mean? Most people got around. Well, he wouldn't do it in London. He would not do it in London. Maybe in his village, where there's one black person living, he'd go around there with baseball bats and stuff and mash up that family. You would not do that in London. You know, you'll be fighting white people, black people, Asian people, bloody. You'll be fighting Eastern Europeans because on council estates in London, people are mixed. They mix with each other, meaning they live amongst each other. Like
somewhere where you're not allowed to go, but when you get chemistry and love, you can't control that. So if that was to happen, I mean, and I've seen families destroyed because someone's fell in love with somebody and they've chosen the person they're in love with over their own parents and brothers and sisters. It happens. You got to be honest. Chemistry you can't fuck around with. So let's do it hypothetically. If one of your daughters fell in love with a black man and wanted to marry him and did marry him, would you disown her?
So here's the thing, right?
This is a politician's response now, Steve.
No, the thing is, right, at the end of the day, as you say, you can't control that, but you can very much teach and mould and guide your children to take the correct decisions in the same way you can encourage your children not to become a crackhead. It's the same mentality.
yeah, but with a crackhead, you can say stay away from drugs because drugs destroy your life. How are you gonna say that about black people? Stay away from a black person because he's gonna destroy your life. How? Unless you believe all black people, like, it's not the analogy is a crap analogy.
You go, right, stay away from drugs. If someone offers you something, do not take this. If you see your children hanging around with the wrong crowd, you nip that in the bud straight away and so forth.
Yeah,
so there are ways.
But there's no wrong crowd. You can't say stop hanging around with black people because what? What's the drug? What's the analogy with the drugs? Okay, if you hang around with black people, what's gonna happen? You don't believe the vast majority of black people? Do you believe the vast majority of black people are robbers and rappers and bloody criminals? The vast majority of black people, whether they live in private housing or houses, they're working class people. go to any council estate you go to, out of the thousands of people living there, you might have a few people, yeah, in a gang. You might have a few people that sell drugs, but that's just like if you go to Liverpool, Manchester, the vast majority of white people in a council estate, yeah, are not criminals. You know, even though you might have a gang on that estate, you know what I'm saying, or you might have some drug dealers on that estate. The vast majority of people, you know, go school, go college, you know, they work retail jobs, yeah, or learn a trade or do some other type of work. Same thing with black people. So what you when you say you tell your kids not to take crack or not to take drugs, there's a negative side effect of taking crack of taking crack. But what's the negative side effect of hanging out with black people or Asian people? Get out of there, man.
You can do this to prevent that ever becoming a thing. So I wouldn't be too concerned that that's going to happen, because I know that I've raised my children the right way to not do so. They know my views on it. They know an awful lot of everyone else in my family's views on it. They know that it is not acceptable. They know that that is not the right thing to do. It's not, and I've also warned them of.
It's not the right thing to do because of what? Because you say so.
The risks that come with that as well, and that they're very woken up. Obviously, I'm not talking about my youngest two children, but this is my eldest, because she's close to 15. The youngest are 2.
The crazy thing about this thing, he doesn't even live around any black people. So why? He wants black people at the country, but he doesn't even live around any black people.
Young for those conversations at the moment, but the eldest very much understands. No.
Okay, let me just see if I can squeeze a real answer out of you. And to make it easier for you, I'll give you a bit of my past you probably know about. My dad's a rapist. I disowned him. In fact, I got him sent to jail. I was one of his victims. He didn't rape me, but he abused me. I didn't just disown him, I testified against him and I sent him to jail. So I'm familiar with disowning my own if they do something I don't agree with. So if one of your daughters fell in love with a black man and married him, would you disown her, yes or no? It's a big question.
It's a big question.
Be honest.
Probably, yeah. Wouldn't be happy about it. I don't think that situation will ever come to play, if I'm honest with you, because I've raised my daughters the right way. As I said.
Trust me, one of your 3 daughters is gonna end up with someone ethnic. Trust me, somehow. It's gonna happen. Yeah. Trust me. Trust me. Because of your hatred, trust me, it's gonna happen, bruv. And then you're not gonna be able to do anything anyway. You ain't gonna do nothing to him.
Said to you a moment ago, so I've put all preparations in place to prevent something like that happening. I also live in an area where there's barely any blacks, so that's a
exactly. I knew it. You want blacks out of the country, and there's not even any blacks in your area. What the hell was this? Keep that crap. Try come down London. I guarantee. Steve Laws, I'm telling you, if you come down London and try this, say this crap, yeah, you will not last a day. Come on, you keep on. It seems you're on this tour of doing interviews. I hope you get bigger. I hope you're delusional enough to come down to London.
Bonus, but ultimately, it's a tricky situation. I couldn't really honestly answer it until that situation ever happened.
Well, the thing is, a man with your views, it's a very horrible question to be asked, because you know deep down what the answer really is, and to say it can't be nice. You'd disown your daughter, wouldn't you?
I don't know, to be honest. This is the thing. Like, you could talk about it, but
this could be your American History X moment.
So you're hypocrite. Either you live by what you believe in or you don't. If you don't believe it, stop chatting rubbish. If you do believe it, then you're going to disown her.
I wouldn't. Because I know that, for one, I would deal with the bloke. It would be gone. It'd be out of the way. It wouldn't even...
Where? Bro, you don't look... Bro. You can't, as a person... All I'm trying to say, you can't always look at someone and tell if they can fight or not. But bro, The way you're talking, but like you're paying the person just disappear and stuff, bro. Bro, you're not about that life, bro. You're not about that life, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Someone knows a lot about fighting and stuff, and how can I say security and stuff, bro. You're not about that life, bro. You're talking about he would disappear. It wouldn't happen. He'd disappear. Shut up, bro. You're not making anyone disappear, bro.
Could be your American History X moment.
I wouldn't, because I know that for one, I would deal with the bloke. It would be gone. It'd be out of the way.
You ain't dealing with
It
nobody,
wouldn't.
bro. You're not dealing with nobody. You are not dealing with nobody, bro. In your village, I don't know where your little village, what you think you go around there with pitchforks and stuff, bro. You would not be moving any man. You are not coming to. You are not coming to Brixton. You are not coming to Stockwell. You are not coming to Battersea. You are not coming to Peckham and removing anybody from anyone. You're not doing nothing to nobody, bro. Yeah. In Postman Pat Town, maybe you and a few of your friends, was it your bloody knuckleheads might go around with a couple brooms and pitchforks, yeah, stuff. But you are not doing anything in London, bro. And like I said to you, if you come to London, it's not just blacks you'll be finding. It's whites, it's bloody Eastern Europeans, it's bloody Africans, Asians, like Somalis, bloody like what is it, Romanians, bloody Dagestanis, brother, bloody Kurdish, Turkish. Yeah, you are not doing nothing to nobody's son, bro. You and which postman Pat owe me, bro.
Even it'd be gone.
History X moment.
I wouldn't, because I know that for one, I would deal with the bloke. It would be gone. It'd be out of the way. It wouldn't even. It'd be gone.
Bro, you look like you weigh about bloody, I don't know, between 9 and 12 stone, bro.
But there'd be no black fella around to be the love of their life, because that'd be gone. That'd be dealt with. There's no vision where I see this ever happening. This is why I can't answer the question. It's like sitting there and going, what would you do if oxygen disappeared tomorrow? But I can't envision that ever happening, so I don't know what I'd do.
Yeah, but hypothetically, if it did happen, but you've already answered.
If you went prison, bro, you wouldn't last a day, bro. If you went to any prison in Wandsworth, bro, whether it be Wandsworth or it be Brookstone, whether it be Wormwood Scrubs, I don't know if it's still open, whether it be, you would not last a bloody evening, bro.
So I'm not going to press you anymore. You have said that you would disown.
Probably would. If she came home with a black man, I would not be happy about it. But to say overall disown as in never speak to them again in my life, that's a big thing that I probably wouldn't answer on a podcast, no. Like in terms of a final answer.
Have you seen American History X?
Yeah.
Do you reckon you'll ever have an American History X moment where you think, shit, maybe I got it wrong?
The true ending of that film actually was meant to be where he shaves his head again and he goes for it. That was meant to be the original, but the actor sort of bailed out from it.
Is there a scenario that could ever happen?
Because the actor had sense, bro. That's why, because he reflected on thought, this film can't end racistly and stuff like that. Because we all live in the same world and we have to mix.
You think that would make you change your mind?
No. I know what's at stake. The future of our people is more important than any personal grievance I have, any personal alliance I have, or anything. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant what your problems are. It's irrelevant what my problems are. Everyone else. The future of our people is all that matters. And it doesn't matter if some nice Indian guy saved my legs. That doesn't help the future of our people. That just helps me.
You begged us to come here after the Second World War. Yeah, many black and Asian people fought in the World War. This is their home, whether you like it or not.
And why are you so passionate about preserving the country's identity, and why do British people mean so much to you? Let's tap inside your heart now.
Because there are people. I care for my people deeply. My children, I have 3 daughters, and they are going to grow up into this country. They're going to have families in this country. They're going to have careers and so forth. And all of the people that I want around them, I want them to be my people. I'm not saying all of our people are perfect. We have plenty of our own wrong-uns, but we deal with our own wrong-uns. The foreigners do not belong here. They're not the same as us. They're completely alien to how we live. Sure, there may be the odd one
What
or
do you
two
mean
that
they're
can.
alien? They're human beings. They need to eat food. They need to breathe oxygen. They love their loved ones. What are you talking about, man? Anyway, I spent.
Sort of blend in to some extent, but they still stand out like a sore thumb when push comes to shove. If say Pakistan versus England, they're going to cheer for Pakistan during the cricket. Just silly little things like that can make them as
That's
another
so dumb. That's so dumb. Oh, because the Pakistanis, they can't really fit. They're not from us because when the when the cricket comes around, they're gonna for Pakistan. So what? Some white people support Chelsea. Some white people support Arsenal. Does that all hell break loose? I can't listen to him with this guy, man. He's a idiot. Alright, that's it.